Hello everyone, happy weekend. Hope you had a great week. And we just ended the second week of the month for the month of October. It's 2025, right? So we give thanks to the Lord for the week, for his blessings, his protection, and his provision for our lives, our families. So we commit the new week into his hands, and without further ado, let's hop right into the video and see what news events affected price for the second week and how the US government shutdown is playing out in the markets, right? So this is Forex Factory, as we all know. This is a website to be in the know for the events that are going to be affecting the currencies you are trading. So for this week that just ended, Monday 13th to 17th of Friday, these are the news events for the week. So on Monday we have bank holiday on USD. Tuesday we have USD news. Powell was speaking, and also on pound, Governor Bailey was speaking as well. Then Wednesday there was no news. Thursday we have news on pound. Friday there was no news. And Saturday there was news on pound today, right? So for the new week, what are we expecting for the new week? So for the new week, Friday is when we'll be having our CPI. With the whole US government shutdown, it has been crazy on the news events. And Monday for the new week there's no news. Tuesday there's no news, and Wednesday we have news on pound, and Thursday there's no news, and Friday is jam-packed with news on euro, pound, and USD. So the US government may be impacted by the shutdown. So the whole US government shutdown. So we'll see how all this news event is going to affect price. Yeah. So let's hop right into the charts and see how this week plays out on the dollar, on pound, on gold, on Bitcoin, and euro as well. So let's hop right into the charts, right? So this is the daily time frame for dollar. As you can see, the October starts from here, so we're still in October, right? So US dollar index 1D. So 1D stands for the daily time frame. This 1D stands for the time frame we'll be using. So the daily time frame. So each candles in this time frame represents a day worth of trading. So we have the week starting from this candle, right? So this is Monday, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday we're having some resistance at this fair value gap that we mentioned at the previous week, right? This fair value gap was what I want to see. Either dollar will use it as what resistance to go lower or support to go higher for the week that just ended. But look at what Monday did. Monday could not close above its midpoint, this dotted line that goes across this rectangular fair value gap, right? So look at Monday, could not close above its midpoint. Tuesday likewise could not close above its midpoint, but Tuesday takes out Monday's high. Then we'll see Wednesday trades lower, Thursday trades lower. There's a fair value gap right here. This candle's high and this candle's low. Although there was a previous fair value gap that price has been using, this one right here, you can see resistance, 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 resistance. So I was looking for like a support, then we'll go higher, but price trades lower. Instead, we trade lower into this lower fair value gap, right? So we see Friday having support at this lower fair value gap. This candle's high and this candle's low. So we see Tuesday up till Thursday we see lower prices on the dollar. Then Friday we'll see some retracement from this fair value gap. Now for the new week that we're headed, you can see there's a fair value gap right here. So I want to see if this fair value gap will hold, or we use it as support to go higher. Then we aim for these equal highs and the previous week high. So once Monday kicks off, this high will be previous week high, and this Friday's candle's low will be the previous week low. So for the new week, I'm still expecting higher prices on the dollar. I think these equal highs are too clean. The price wants to run these highs, and this fair value gap will be used as support to go higher. Then maybe we might reach maybe this high. It's kind of far-fetched, but we'll see for the new week. So that's about that for the dollar for the week. So it's a pretty bearish week on the dollar, as we see 3 consecutive days of lower prices on the dollar. And Friday we have retracement. So let's hop right into GU. So this is pound USD. So if the dollar is going higher, you want to see the pound go lower, and if the pound is going higher, you want to see the dollar go lower, right? So this is pound USD, and we have Monday, and we have Tuesday, and we have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So as you can see, Monday opened, then Tuesday trades lower, takes up the previous week low prior to this week forming, right? So this is like Friday's candle for the previous week before the second week started. So we see Tuesday takes out what previous week high, previous week low, then we see Wednesday trades higher, Thursday trades higher, and Friday trades higher. We hit this old favorable gap that price found resistance right here to go lower in the first week. Then we see price hitting it again on Friday. Then we see the week close out. So for the new week, I want to see what this favorable gap will do. If the dollar wants to go lower and takes out its previous week low, I want to see pound. I want to see this favorable gap fail in pound for the new week. So we'll see how that will play out for pound, right? So let's hop right into another currency and see how the euro market did for the week. So this is euro. So as you can see how pound dipped lower on Tuesday, taking out its previous week low. Let me take this off. So as you can see how pound traded lower on Tuesday, but you can see how euro refused to take out its previous week low on Tuesday, right? So previous month's lows has been taken. So if the previous month low is taken, what do you expect to retracement? But there was no fair value gap or nothing from this price run lower, right? So the previous week high was a target for this new week forming, right? So this is Monday open bearish, then Tuesday will trade higher, Wednesday will trade higher, Thursday will trade higher, and Friday takes out the previous week high, then we'll see a retracement lower. So for the new week, I'm watching these equal lows and this fair value gap. So if you want to use this fair value gap as resistance to go lower or rather than support, I would love to see that for the new week. So equal lows and a fair value gap. So we'll see if price want to draw lower or higher for the new week. So that's about that for the euro and the USD. So as you can see how the dollar was bearish for 3 consecutive days, right? So we see the euro coupled with the dollar having strength to go higher for the 3 days that the dollar was bearish. So we see bullish price action on the euro. So let's hop right into gold. Gold is the star of the week every time, right? So gold has been bullish, as we all know. Bullish fair value gaps have been respected as price go higher and higher and higher. So for the new week on gold, what are we expecting? Still higher prices on gold. So I'm watching this fair value gap. If we're going to use this fair value gap as support to go higher or lower, then if this fair value gap will fail, I want to see this one being used. Let me annotate this. The pound has shenanigans, right? What the why now? So I'll be watching I'll be watching this fair value gap for the new week. So I'll be watching this fair value gap for the new week, right? So if this fair value gap wants to fail on gold, I want to see this one being used on gold. Change the color to blue. My system is glitching right now. So if this fair value gap would fail on gold, so I want to see this one being used on gold. So I'm watching this fair value gap and this fair value gap. So that's about that on gold. Gold is heavily bullish, so higher prices on gold. Now on Bitcoin, come on. So while we wait for Bitcoin to load, so gold has been really bullish, right? So page is unresponsive. Wait. So this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin went crazy. Bitcoin was crazy bearish for the week. So this is the new all-time high on Bitcoin, and you see how Bitcoin has been trading lower since taking out previous all-time highs. What the fuck is going on? Our Wi-Fi is bugging. Why? So as I was speaking, this is the all-time high for Bitcoin, right? So we see Bitcoin trade up, takes out this all-time high, and what do we see? We see a huge retracement lower. These lows was taken. Are we back? Okay, yeah, we're back. So this is Bitcoin, right? So this is Bitcoin, and we can see how Bitcoin has been trading lower since putting in a new all-time high. So there's a fair value gap right here. So this fair value gap was used to go lower. This one here was used to go lower. Then we see previous month's lows was taken, even July lows was taken on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was crazy bearish for the week. From Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday and to Friday, Bitcoin was bearish. So even though the dollar was bearish, Bitcoin was bearish as well. So equal lows for the previous month of September was taken out on Bitcoin. So for the new week, I'm watching this fair value gap, this small fair value gap right here. If I'm going to use that as resistance to seek more lower price action for Bitcoin, we'll see, or we use it as support to go higher, and we'll see how we're going to trade into this huge fair value gap that was left by Friday's price action in the first week of the month. So Bitcoin was really bearish for the week. So for the new week, if we're going to consolidate or reverse to go higher, we'll see, or continue lower, we'll see on Bitcoin. So all-time high, the new all-time high stays at 25k. So we'll see how we'll go about that on the new week. If you're able to stay to the end of the video, thank you for your time. I hope you have a good weekend, and God bless you. Be safe.